Hey VC, this is Carlos from As the Table Turns. Wanted to come on here and do a video about a box set that I got in. And I think we all know what box set I'm talking about. It's been throughout the whole VC, everybody opening up this box. And that is the Vinyl Me Please Ghetto Records box set. So yeah, that box set is a Latin jazz box set. Ghetto Records was started by Joe Bataan. And that's who we're listening to right now. Joe Bataan, Gypsy Woman. So Joe Bataan is a Latin jazz artist, Latin boogaloo, to me more specific. You know, there's different influences and you can categorize things, each song differently a little bit. You know, there's salsa, Latin jazz, Latin boogaloo. Everybody's been buying these Fania reissues, all analog, cut by Kevin Gray. Really, really nice Latin jazz, reissues of these. I'm so glad that they're actually doing them from Craft Recordings. Here's some more. This one is the most recent one that just came out. This is Fania All Stars Live at the Cheetah. There's also lots of Willie Colon reissues that have come out. This is the most recent Willie Colon, Lo Mato. There was this kind of bundle that came out, it was kind of a box set, but this Fania, it's a good feeling. The Latin soul of Fania Records. The singles, there's some Joe Bataan songs on here, along with various other artists on the label. But we're talking about the Vinyl Me Please box set Ghetto Records, which was started by Joe Bataan. And these two labels have a connection, and that is that Joe Bataan was on Fania Records for the first part of his career. He was probably one of the biggest sellers for Fania Records, and he sort of had a falling out with the management and the owner of Fania Records. He felt like he was kind of getting gypped, wasn't getting as much airtime as he thought he should be getting, and wasn't getting paid as much as he thought he should be getting paid. And kind of out of spite, maybe not spite, but I mean, a little bit, you know, out of spite, he started Ghetto Records. Ghetto Records is a Latin jazz label, and he started the label and then kept recording for Fania Records. So he recorded 4 more albums. He started Ghetto Records in 1970, and he recorded and put out music with Fania Records until I think 1973 or 1974. And did four more albums with Fania, while he was also the owner of Ghetto Records and putting out his own music right under their nose. And he actually moved in the same office building as Fania Records, and either they knew it or they didn't know it. I have no idea, but we're going to kind of go through this box set right now. They package it really nicely. You saw the outer box. This is how they package it inside, with these foam things on the end, so you have no damage. And they also have little foam cubes on the other side. So yeah, this is the 7 LP box set, Ghetto Records. If you can get that hype in there. Anyway, it might not focus on it, but anyway, that's the back. And let's dig in here. See if I can keep that hype sticker. All right. Very nice. Nice slip case. It says Joe Bataan presents the story of Ghetto Records. There's all the discs. There's a little inner part of the slip. That's Joe Bataan right there. This is the back of it. It's Joe Bataan right there. So it comes with this nice little book. This is always a hard part, trying to go through books the opposite way. Kind of backwards. Joe Bataan. Just kind of. Anyway, cool little book comes along with it. I cut the hype sticker and nope. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So it's mastered by Bernie Grunman. I did not know that it was mastered by him. So that's really cool. Yeah. Another thing is it came with a sticker and a little like postcard. Another cool thing about Vinyl Me Please in these box sets is that they also send you a podcast that you can listen to, and they actually send that ahead of time. So then you can listen to this podcast that kind of speaks about the box set that you're buying. So there was a 3-episode podcast about Ghetto Records. So, yeah. That's the first one, Eddie LeBron. And I believe he went on to produce quite a bit of albums, quite a few albums at Ghetto Records. Yeah. All these albums are, in the podcast, what they said are these are very rare. They probably pressed around 500 to maybe 1,000 of these each. The only other times that they pressed them was down in Colombia. So you can get Colombian pressings of these, but this one is Papo Felix. Papo Felix meets Ray Rodriguez. Sorry. But yeah, this one's really good. I really like this one, the way this sounds. I was able to listen to them a little bit on YouTube, and I did that just prior to buying them, just in case. I just wanted to check them out, see how they sounded before purchasing a big box set. This is the third album. This is Paul Ortiz y la Orquesta Son. But yeah, that's the picture that's on the back, huh? We got this. This kind of opens up, funky. This is kind of a salsa meets kind of psychedelic album. This is called La Fantastica. But yeah, very cool. This is the only gatefold. They were, once again, it was a company that could not afford to press a whole lot of these albums, so this was probably the most expensive album that they did press, and so that. The Power of Love, Joe Acosta. But I mean, these were probably, you know, you could probably only hear these songs played on the radio in big cities like New York City and maybe Chicago and maybe LA sometimes. But this was a very small label that did not have a whole lot of reach as far as any of that. This is not Candido. It says Candido y su movimiento. This is not Candido, the older, the first Candido that played on a lot of jazz albums. This is a younger Candido that played. It was kind of young in the early 1970s, probably maybe in his 20s there. And then this last album, so those 6 are ones that were released back in the 70s. This last album is kind of, it's an accumulation of various singles that were never released from Joe Bataan. A lot of the time, this label, like other small labels, would sometimes when they wouldn't release stuff, they would either just trash it and or use the same tape to record a new song. And luckily, they were able to come across some tapes that someone had from the sell-off of the company, and get these back and make this from the original tapes. And sometimes there's some that are from the original tapes that they were able to get, and then some from vinyl, so some test pressings and stuff like that they were able to get some other songs off of. So, but yeah, very cool box set. Very excited to have this. Big Latin jazz fan. And it's nice that it kind of goes along with the Fania stuff that's coming out right now. The funny thing is, this just came out about a month, maybe 2 months ago, that Fania released, and I think it's the first Joe Bataan that they've released. And then this box set just got released, so really cool. Anyway, that's the end of my unboxing. Thank you so much. Go check this music out, and tell me what you think. All right. Thank you, VC. Bye.